Hello, everybody. Welcome to another series of episodes where we're going to be mixing In the Box and then the band Gliding Squares and the song Those Were the Days. Anyway, I'm just going to quickly show you before and after so that you don't have to wait for the final episode to air. So here, this is what it sounded like before. Enjoyed episode. Super nice, summery chill, Corona never happened song. Like, this is what 2020 is supposed to sound like. Anyway, we are working with free plugins only. So I've mixed it this far and we have all these free plugins from my EQs to compressors, limiters, saturation, time-based effects and stereo. All of that is in there. Long story short, in the last episode, I got stuck in with the vocals and I was thinking, how am I going to get this space? Because what I feel with the Gliding Squares, with this Love Will Lead Us Home song, is that we have this live type of feeling to the song. And the whole time when I'm mixing this track, the whole time I'm thinking, I want to imagine that I'm standing in a crowd of people and that Corona doesn't exist, and then it's super nice and fun, and I have to have this ambience, I have to have this reverb set up perfectly so that I can, if I would take away my speakers and I would just close my eyes, I'm standing in a place where the song is being jammed out. So what did I do and how did I end up doing everything? I basically just used this tall reverb. I think this thing is absolutely the bee's knees because you immediately have a dry wet, so it's already set up in parallel, and you just have the size knob and everything just sounds sexy in one go. So you don't really have to do that much. I automated that and put that on the total vocal. For the background vocals and for the wow group, the only thing I did was I panned one a little bit to the left and I panned the other a little bit to the right. That's all it is, just to keep that nice stagey feel. Well, I still remember those days in the sandpit. And I know that's a lot of reverb. You're probably going like, what is way too much, man? But listen, in the mix, that totally makes sense. Okay, now, next up, what we need to do now, because it's a band and bands do this, is they all of a sudden came to me when the whole song was almost finished, and this episode was actually supposed to be about putting on some limiters and finishing the whole track and sending it off. No, instead we get two different types of bass takes and the request to delete this bass take. So that's what we're going to do today, because this channel is all about real mixing scenarios. Nothing's prepared. Everything is not edited. This is how life is when you work like this. So we got the bass here, which we're not going to use anymore. And then we got these two other bass takes. And we're going to try and pop them in, do all the automation, do all those things, and just have a little feel. Okay, so let's first have a little listen to this bass take. Sexy, this one. Okay, so that's more low end. What's this one? Ooh. I think I'm going to work with bass take 2 here. Yeah, so bass take 1 has an oddness to it. So I'm just going to group these two together for a second and just call this take 1. All right, and then group these two together for a second and call that take 2. As you can see, take 2, you have a 1073 and an amp. So this one is the same 1073 and an amp, and we can kind of choose what we want to have. On the previous, if you haven't seen the episode, we've actually put in this and this, which are two free plugins, to get the sound of an amp a little bit more in there. And now we already have that amp sound. So let's just see which one of these two is going to sound the best. I have a feeling that this take 1 1073 is going to sound pretty good. So I'm just going to mix that in, turn off that bass, get rid of the vocals for a second, and let's just have a feel and then compress to our things, etc., etc. Okay, that one sounds nice. Let's try to also pop this one in. Yeah, no, I'm gonna definitely go with take two. I can just instantly, if I can just put the volume up and it instantly sounds a little bit easier to mix in, I'll probably just work with that. Let's now listen to the whole bass take with the track.
Riding down the road on our BMX, taking in the morning rays. Oh, it felt so endless, those summer days. And all the pretty girls with their golden curls, taking our breath away. Oh, it felt so endless, those summer days. I'm still holding to a past that's moving.
What did they play here?
Holding to a past that's moving.
Oh, there's nothing there. Okay, great.
Holding to a past that's moving. Still remember the days of youth, still drifting by. But I still remember those days in the sand pit.
Okay, cool. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put all the bass stuff here, and I'm just gonna make a group here so that you guys can, if you're going to join Patreon, this is a bunch of bass you can use. So it's a bunch of bass. I'm gonna make it all red because red for me is the not using it anymore. And that's just a bunch of bass that you can work with. I'm gonna now put this bass up here called Take Two, rename that to bass, and pop that in here, make it the color of bass, and let's just try to get it in here and have a little play. I'm gonna first just do the chorus and get the bass of the chorus in there, and then we're gonna have to automate. And I think I'm gonna compress as well a little bit. So let's have a little play here. Okay, so the level is good in one go. I think I'm gonna just take my sidechain here that I've already set up for the other bass group. Just let that play in. Did he just play two notes at the same time? See that? You hear two notes. God damn it. Okay, so we're not working with bass take one, preferably because of a little bit of a screw up. Let's try... That's just fuck. Okay. Yay, let's try bass take one here for a second. Maybe that's going to work a little bit better. I kind of don't want to work with screw ups. I kind of just want the bass to be good in one go. Okay, we're going to work with take one instead. Okay. Take one. I do like this beginning though, so I'll take thingy. So I'm just gonna do this and do that, and then we'll just work with that. There we go. This is gonna be a lovely, lovely, lovely little nightmare. All right, take one. Let's not make that there. There we go, like that. Boop. Okay, let's get this in instead. So that sounds pretty good. I think what I'm going to do is the same thing I did for the other bass. And for the other bass, the first bass take, which we'll call OG bass, we're just going to take an EQ over here. And I think it's going to be nice to cut away this low end from this one and then put in the low end of the bass amp and then smash together and do pretty much the same thing, because it did sound pretty good. So let's just use the M equalizer. It's free, it works. Let's just take it and work with it. Double click, right click, and then you can high pass. So let's high pass it. Close that, please. Thank you. Have a little listen. Let's try the TDR Nova instead, because maybe I can get a tighter high pass filter. Yes, we can. Boop. Ooh, that is really, really tight. Let's just do 24. Click on the in button and you can see everything. Okay, let's use a little bit of chorus that we've already used on this amp here, which really worked. Oh, wait, didn't we use a little bit of chorus? There we go. Let's cut that in here. This already has all the dry wet adjustments. Okay, it doesn't. Okay, that sounds terrible. Now let's add in the low end. So this will be top end, but it's chorus, so I kind of want like a little bit more extra effect, and this will be low amp. All right, and let's just get a little bit of an EQ in there as well. I'm gonna just take this, pop this over here, open it up, get rid of this. Yep, like that. And let's do a high pass instead here. If that's, I mean, a low pass, see if that's gonna be workable. All right, it's pretty good. So let's first get the low amp bass to be sexy in the track. All right, and let's try this top end now and see if we can push that in. Now, the reason I split my low end and top end is because with the top end, I can do a little bit of phasey kind of things, like this tall chorus EQ. And this top end can then fill out the mid section of the music. So yeah, basically that's that. The music lives in the mid, so I want to make sure that the mids sound kind of nice. All right, sounds pretty okay. Let's take the, I had this SHB thing that sounded pretty good as well. Let's pop that on here before the glue compressor. And now I'm reamping with Ignite Amp engineering for the mosh pit. Right? It just instantly works.
Well, I still remember those days in the sandpit.
That was so easy. Oh, sorry. I'm so happy about that. That's the Frontier. I also compressed a little bit. So let's just pop the compressor on here as well. Maybe this is going to suck because it's going to bring up a lot of the finger clicking stuff. Let's just check.
Well, I still remember those days in the sandpit. Without all the tension.
How easy is that? Holy shit. Okay, I didn't think this was going to be that easy. Okay, that's nice. So let's take... what the fuck? Let's take 1 and 2. I'm just going to ungroup this. Ungroup. Boop. There we go. And I'm just going to pop this in here. These takes here. And just do this. Done. And do that. Done. And then my life is a lot easier. Take these 2 bass things and just kind of get rid of them. Bye. Bunch of bass over there. Have fun. And then I'm just going to delete all the stuff here. It's not needed. There we go. Have fun. All right, cool. And then we have this. This should actually...
All the pretty girls with their golden curls, taking a breath away. Oh, it felt so endless, those summer days. I'm still holding to a past that's moving.
That's a nice, sexy little bass. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is we need to automate the bass to the whole song so that everything sounds good. Because right now, that you can see that this is not as loud. This is too loud in comparison to the track itself. So we kind of have to automate volume. Do we have a volume automator? Like normally you can just compress, but I'm not doing that right now. I'm going to automate volume. Does that exist somewhere? Please. I also want to do something. Well, actually, before we do that, let's get the sound perfect. I kind of want to do that one. This reverb is so sexy. I want to just see what it sounds like on the top end. How do you think that's going to sound?
Well, I still remember those days in the sandpit.
You know what I'm going to do? There's this convolution easy thing here. I want to just have one little, I know, reverb on the bass. I know it's like the biggest thing you're not allowed to do. And how could you, yada, yada, yada. I kind of just want to try. I kind of just want to put it in a room, see what that sounds like. Terrible. Right? Well, that would be cool. Right?
Well, I still remember those days in the sandpit. Without all the tension, just innocent friendship. Those were the days. Those
So that sounds pretty nice, actually. And I want to actually mixed for another guy, a really big artist, but I'm going to just keep my mouth shut of who it was. But I used this free plugin on him as well. And it sounded fucking amazing. So I'm just going to go to this. There was a tape here, or a plate. Just to that. Yeah.
Without all the tension, just innocent friendship. Those were the days. Those were the days.
Such a sneaky trick, but that's gonna. Actually, the vocals already fine. Okay, but that actually, the reverb on the bass, side chains, I mean high passed a little bit. That's nice, that's sexy, I like that. Okay, it has this feeling, that's good. Now, let's automate this thing, because otherwise we're never gonna get to anything.
Riding down the road on our BMX.
All right, so time to start automating the whole track. So let's just listen to the beginning, go through it, and, you know, exciting.
Riding down the road on our BMX, taking in the morning rays. Oh, it felt so endless.
All right, buddy. A little bit louder here, please. There you go. I'm just going to visually do that a bit.
Riding down the road on our BMX, taking in the morning rays. Oh, it felt so endless, those summer days. And all the pretty girls with their golden curls, taking our breath away. Oh, it felt so endless, those summer days. I'm still holding to a past that's moving. Still remember the days of youth, still drifting by. But I still remember those days in the sand pit. Without all the tension, just innocent friendship. Bright lights flashing in a southern sky, radiating through the night. Oh, it felt so endless in our eyes. Voice starts wavering like a ripple forming friendship. Bright lights flashing in a southern sky, lights flashing, just innocent friendship. Bright lights flashing in a southern sky, radiating through the night. Oh, it felt so endless in our eyes. Voice starts wavering like a ripple forming, lost in a wildest tide. Oh, bliss was pure then in our eyes. But I'm still holding to a past that's moving. Still remember the days of youth, forgive, forget it, cherish the friendship like no other, my humble brother. The days take us back to the days. Well, I still remember those days in the sandpit. Without all the tension, just innocent friendship. Those were the days. Those were the days. Those were the days.
Okay, bass automated, so that's done. Now, I want to, there's like, when I was listening to it, there's a couple of little problems. And yeah, normally I write things down with text edit, but I don't have, I don't feel like doing that right now. A couple of little problems in here. What is this? Boost low end. There's some weird, yeah, okay, so I've already done that. So I've automated, I went through the track already and automated the whole song. That's why the whole song sounds okay. So we have the boost of the low end here, which goes away and comes back and all that kind of stuff. But let me just double check this.
Life was easy, we'd play, you'd tease me, forgive, forget it, cherish the friendship.
It's a little bit strange with that reverb on. So I'm gonna just do that and kind of bend it out. Or I figured it out. What I can do is I can finally use that sexy little thing. I think that might work. Time-based convolution reverb. Let's try that instead. Plate and then vocal number 5. Let's try this out because maybe this will just work better than what we have.
Life was easy, we'd play, you'd tease me, forgive, forget it, cherish the friendship like no other. Life was easy, we'd play, you'd tease me, forgive, forget it, cherish the friendship like no other, my humble life was
Let's try it out. Let's try it out. It might just be complete shit as well, which is fine, but you gotta try these things out because this bridge, it works, but it's not like too sexy. You know what I mean?
those were the days. Life was easy, we'd play, you'd tease me, forgive, forget it, cherish the friendship like no other, my humble brother. The day life was easy, we'd play, you'd tease me, forgive, forget it, cherish the friendship.
No, it's weird, man. It's weird. Let's just do this instead and just leave. There's also some weird click or something in here, and I don't know where that's coming from.
Life was easy, we'd play, you'd tease me, forgive, forget it, cherish the friendship.
Yeah, okay. There's some weird.
Life,
You hear that click?
life.
What is that? That's strange, isn't it, mate?
Life,
There we go, fixed.
life,
No, not fixed. Terrible.
life.
What is that? Let's fix that. Where does he speak?
Life,
Okay, so there's like a tick.
life, life, life,
Live. How the hell am I going to fix this?
life, life,
Why?
life,
Why would you bounce this down with a click in it?
life, 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 life.
Seriously, why would you do this? Life is a bitch, and you must fix it because you are a janitor, an audio janitor.
Like no other, my humble brother. The days take us back to the days. But I still remember those days in the sand.
All right, so that's that. I am going to stop this episode here because that just drove me absolutely mental. But next time around, we are going to go straight into the master and we're going to use limiters for that. So make sure to subscribe, free limiters. Make sure to subscribe so that you get to see that and see how a free limiter stacks up. So far, all the free plugins have been pretty easy to work with, specifically Melda something. Whatever, Melda Productions. Fantastic. I can't believe that's free. Anyway, see you guys next week.